The Middle East is on the verge of a new war. This isn't an ordinary war, but one that could reshape power in the region. We've heard Israel boasting about its modern defense system that can not only detect but destroy missiles coming toward them before they can reach their borders. Ever wondered what would happen if a missile capable of traveling 15 times the speed of sound is launched toward them?
Oh, Jesus.
Would their state-of-the-art defense system detect it, let alone destroy it? The recent attacks on Israel by Iran have caused chaos in the region. These attacks have caused some serious damage to Israel, and they're planning to counterattack. However, these attacks were just a glimpse of what's coming towards them, as Iran is closing in on their Fatah missiles. The Fatah missiles have been in the talks for several years, as they might be the deadliest missiles in history. What makes these missiles so dangerous, and why should it worry Israel? Let's find out how the Fatah 2 missile can destroy Israel's dominance in the region.
Of the Fatah 2 hypersonic missile that pierced Israel's air defense system. This missile is a big boost for Iran's firepower.
To begin with, let's first discuss how and why we've reached the point where these two countries are in a state of war. Ever since Israel was founded in 1948, Iran had its differences. They didn't recognize Israel as a country in its first 2 years, but later on, under the leadership of Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, the tensions began to relieve between the two. These carried on for a good few years until Iran's Islamic Revolution in 1979. Ayatollah Khomeini's government took a strong stance against Israel and declared it an illegitimate state. The tensions between the two nations are due to their political, military, and ideological differences. For Iran, Israel is more than just their adversary. They view it as a symbol of Western influence in the Middle East. This is why they've openly supported Palestinian groups in their resistance movements as a way of opposing Israel. Even though Israel's a fairly young and small country, it has access to the finest warfare technology in the world. This is why it has been facing constant threats from its neighbors like Lebanon and Iran, who don't recognize their existence. Iran is at the forefront of this and has been consistently and openly threatening Israel by developing their own ballistic missile technology. They've also supported various militant groups like Hamas and Hezbollah in their operations against Israel. Israel has been technologically superior in its defense systems for the past few decades. Their modern-day missile defense systems like Arrow, David's Sling, and the infamous Iron Dome have proven their efficiency and effectiveness time after time. However, these systems have one loophole. They can't detect hypersonic missiles like the Fatah 2 Iran's been working on. In 2021, Hamas deployed over 4,300 rockets from Gaza towards Israel. As soon as these rockets entered the Iron Dome's range, it deployed its interceptors, which tracked the missiles and destroyed them mid-air. It neutralized about 90% of these rockets targeting populated zones, while some rockets fell short within Gaza. This is a clear example of how effective Israel's defense system is. Tensions between Iran and Israel have escalated significantly in the past few months. They've reached a point where, on October 1, 2024, Iran launched 200 ballistic missiles targeted toward key intelligence and military sites like the Tel Naf air bases and the Navatim. It was named Operation True Promise 2 and was initiated in response to the assassination of Hezbollah's Hassan Nasrallah and Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh. These strikes have highlighted the limitations of Israel's defense system, which Iran can exploit in the future. During this ongoing tension between the two countries, Iran has been working on advancing its military arsenal with new ballistic missiles. In 2023, they finally achieved what they were aiming for and revealed their hypersonic ballistic missile, the Fatah 1. The Fatah 1 is unlike any other missile. Hypersonic means that it can travel faster than the speed of sound. However, it isn't just fast. It is more maneuverable and harder to neutralize than any other missile. Fatah 1 was just the beginning of Iran's attempt to assert its power in the region. As of 2024, Iran has successfully tested and launched its successor, the Fatah 2. This hypersonic ballistic missile is far more lethal and faster than its previous version. This exchange of missiles between the two countries clearly indicates that the conflict is far from over. However, with the successful testing of Fatah 2, Israel would have to rethink its entire defense strategy. We've been talking extensively about the Fatah 1 and Fatah 2 missiles and how they're a threat to Israel's defense system. But have you wondered, how are these missiles so dangerous? Let's find out.
An unveiling ceremony more than 6 months in the making.
Let's begin with the one that started it all, the Fatah-1. It was unveiled in June 2023 and was Iran's first ever hypersonic missile. The missile can travel up to a super-fast speed of Mach 15 or about 11,500 miles per hour. Apart from its incredibly fast speed, the missile has great maneuverability which allows it to evade interception. This feat of Fatah-1 makes it a threat to any defense system in the world. If this wasn't enough, Iran claims that the hypersonic missile can carry nuclear warheads, which can be severely catastrophic. If we compare it to other ballistic missiles, the Fatah-1 has a limited range and can travel about 14,000 kilometers. However, its super-fast speed and maneuverability to avoid interception make it a lethal weapon in the region. Israel falls right under the missile's range and can incur some serious damage if Iran decides to deploy it. Apart from the speed, its ability to change its trajectory mid-flight makes it even more dangerous. All of these attributes combined can easily challenge Israel's state-of-the-art defense system and even crack it to enter the country. A hypersonic ballistic missile of such immense power can potentially shift the balance of power in the Middle East.
Ayatollah Ali Khamenei toured the Revolutionary Guard's Aerospace Force Center on Sunday, where the Fatah-2 missile was revealed to the public.
After Iran revealed Fatah-1 in 2023, they started working on its upgraded version, the Fatah-2. This upgraded version would offer a significant technological leap over the already powerful Fatah-1. Even though both missiles are hypersonic and can easily break into any advanced missile defense system, the second version's designed to offer enhanced speed and maneuverability. It can reportedly reach a max speed of up to Mach 20, which is approximately 15,347 miles per hour. However, it still has the same range as Fatah-1 and can easily strike deep within Israel. Fatah-2's speed isn't the biggest concern for Israel. This speed, accompanied by its improved thrust adjustment mid-flight, is perhaps their biggest concern. The missile has an improved propulsion system which features a liquid fuel rocket that allows the missile to adjust its thrust mid-flight. With this feature, Fatah-2 can easily pass through any traditional defense system that tracks a missile's path in a predictable arc. Moreover, the upgraded missile can accelerate outside of Earth's atmosphere, making it almost undetectable for many defense systems. The Fatah-2 is more than just speed, it is a strategy. It was specially designed to evade the strongest defense systems in the world. Its ability to adjust both in the flight path and speed at different stages of its trajectory makes it all that more difficult to counter, especially when Israel's defense systems have been optimized for more traditional ballistic threats.
At a distance of 1,400 kilometers, we can accurately hit any target we want.
Now that we know what the features of Fatah-2 are and how it is a significant improvement over the already advanced Fatah-1, let's talk about how this new hypersonic missile can be catastrophic for Israel. Israel spent years developing their state-of-the-art missile defense system, which includes the Arrow, David Sling, and Iron Dome. These systems have proven to be extremely effective for them and have successfully neutralized several conventional ballistic missiles. However, these systems were trained on conventional missiles and not hypersonic ballistic missiles. These systems have some flaws, which the Fatah missiles can easily take advantage of. The Iron Dome is a well-known defense system used by Israel. It operates with a radar and a missile battery that allows it to track incoming attacks and intercept them before they land in a populated area. Iron Dome is extremely effective in intercepting mortar shells, artillery, and short-range rockets. This is the first layer of Israel's world-class defense system. It is highly effective against conventional missiles and can neutralize them with ease. However, this system has limitations. It wasn't designed to counter hypersonic missiles, which can travel at speeds 5 times the speed of sound. The Fatah missiles can easily travel over Mach 14, and their maneuverability would render the system ineffective.
In 360 degrees, depending on where its target is coming from. And unlike the Iron Dome, David Sling fires hit-to-kill interceptor.
The next layer in Israel's defense system is the David Sling. It targets medium to long-range ballistic and cruise missiles. The Stunner missile uses a multi-stage guidance system with good efficiency against traditional slower targets. For David Sling, the hypersonic capabilities of Fatah combined with maneuvering are a very serious problem since this layer does not have the speed or precision targeting to counter hypersonic missiles effectively. The Arrow is the final and the most secure defense system deployed by Israel. It targets the long-range ballistic missile and intercepts them at high altitudes and speeds. Arrow 3 and Arrow 4 interceptors operate in the exoatmosphere and can neutralize incoming missiles outside the Earth's atmosphere. But even with its advanced radar and high-altitude capabilities, Arrow is not optimized for hypersonic missiles that are able to maneuver at lower altitudes. The successful testing of Fatah 2 has had a significant psychological impact on Israel. A country that takes pride in having the best missile defense system in the world comes head-to-head with a challenge that could potentially destroy its technological prowess. So, where does Israel go with this? How can they enhance their defense system to tackle the Fatah 2? The success of hypersonic missiles would encourage other nations to develop such a weapon in their arsenal, and Israel would have to adapt accordingly. The best solution for them would be to develop a new set of defense systems that can easily counter hypersonic missiles. They've already invested in their missile defense technology and are probably the first ones who can develop a technology that can counter hypersonic missiles like the Fatah. Hypersonic missiles aren't a new invention. They've been around for a while, and Israel, along with the US and other allies, would collaborate to come up with such a technology. Other possibilities include countermeasures that would interfere with the control systems of hypersonic missiles and bar them from reaching their targets. It could also be done through advanced electronic warfare techniques, like jamming or spoofing, which can misguide the missile off its target. Well, these are all assumptions. There are no answers in this case. The development of hypersonic weapons by Iran has completely shaken the world, especially Israel. They'll have to rely on their creativity, alliance, and modern technology to stay ahead. As relations between Iran and Israel continue to escalate, how will Israel respond to this new threat? Only time will tell, but this new missile surely will force Israel into a whole rethink of its entire defense approach. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to never miss a video from Mindful Military. We'll see you next time with another interesting video. Till then, have a nice day.